Alright, so today we're going to do the same thing as yesterday with the rabbits, but with rats. I've considered changing the way I do level building in the recordings, because I notice sometimes the window right here looks a little small. And if I'm doing level building, I don't really think it's necessary to see my windows down here, so I might change that in the future, but as for today, we're going to need another navigation volume. Just put that down in here, make it a little bigger. Press P so we can see the volume of it. Right here we're going to put down some rats to cover kind of the market area. Makes sense where there would be some rats. Let's just make this bigger. Pull it over this way some. Kind of cover this whole area. That should be good for now. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We're going to go in our BTGS animals folder, and we're going to make another folder for rats. And we're actually just going to copy our rabbit and our rabbit AI controller. We're going to copy them like that. We're going to rename this to the rat controller. Let's name it something like the market rat controller, because I think I might want these to act a little bit different. So we're going to name this a market rat. Alright, so we got our market rat. Let's change the mesh. Here we have our same stuff from yesterday. Let's change the mesh here from being this rabbit to a rat. If we go here, we can see the rat. We're going to need to change some of the capital components here. So let's make this 16 maybe. And let's put our little rat friend right up in here. That's probably pretty good. We can maybe make it a little bit larger. Let's make this 20. Cover more of his body. It's not really all that important. It's going to be a pretty small thing. File and save that. Let's make sure it's using the rat anim blueprint. There we go. Now it's acting like a rat. And there's not really much we need to change in here, if anything, to be honest. We might make it run a little bit further because our volume is a little bit larger, so let's make them go 750. Let's compile and save that. Let's take one of our little rat friends and throw him down into the level. Alright, that is a pretty large rat. So let's actually take him and make him quite a bit smaller. Let's make him about half the size. That's better. And I'm sure we're going to need to edit the speed at which he runs. So let's go ahead and simulate and see what he does. Alright. It's pretty good, but the animations don't seem to be syncing up all that well. That's fine. Doesn't appear to be moving. Let's do, if there's a fail, we're going to do it again. Let's simulate. Go here. Let's find out what he's doing. I think we were having some issues where the move to was failing, in which case the loop would break and we would just be standing there. But it looks like he's moving everywhere now. Our little rat friend. Alright. Let's stop that. Let's change some of his character movement stuff. Change the max walk speed to 200. Compile and save that. Let's simulate again and see what's going on here. That's probably much better. It's not perfect, but I think it'll work for what we're doing. Alright, let's add some more of him in the map. Let's just put a bunch of these down. We can vary their sizes too. Let's make this one 0.6 all around so it's slightly bigger. We'll copy it and make this one 0.4. Make it even smaller. Give some variation to our marketplace grossness. Put this big normal size ones over here. Okay. We'll add in a few of these regular size ones. They're kind of large, but if we just have, 2 or 3 of them, maybe it won't be too shocking to the player when they notice it. Alright, there's 3 of those. Let's put down a bunch of the smaller ones now. Our AI for people is going to be much more complex when we eventually get people into the level. But I'm not quite sure when that's going to be yet. I did get in contact with the guy who was making the models for the people, and he just released a game himself, so it doesn't look like I'm going to have new models for that until probably early March. I truly do believe in outsourcing assets, though. There's no way I could create on the scale that I do without having external models or without paying a team of artists. It's not really a commonly held belief in the industry. A lot of people seem to stick their nose up and pretend you have to make every asset yourself, but in my opinion, that's quite honestly naive and stupid. Alright, let's put one down in here. We'll make this one really, really small. Yeah, there we go. Little field mouse. Alright, let's play and see if we can see a bunch of rats running around. Turn that off. Oh yeah. Look at that. Nice dirty market area with all our rats. That's a big rat. I want to do some similar stuff with other little animals, like snails on trees, and I want to add in squirrels, but those are going to be more difficult because I'm going to have to make them go up the side of trees and stuff. So I might just end up doing some kind of custom animation thing for that. We'll see. That looks pretty good. I like how this turned out. That one's got its head stuck in a tree, but small issues. These little details are important, but they're not make or break kind of things. It's cool if they work, but putting a huge amount of stress into them really isn't worth it. Let's move into full screen and take a look. Little tiny mouse. Alright, I think that's enough for today. Tomorrow, I'll probably work on the squirrels, or the snails, or something else like that. We'll see. It's all part of the fun. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.